Starting Memorial Day, Lifetime kicks off Summer of Secrets, featuring all new ripped from the headlines movies. Secrets of a Gold Digger Killer starring Julie Benz. Gone Mom, The Disappearance of Jennifer Dulos starring Annabeth Gish. Left for Dead, The Ashley Reeves Story starring Jenny Garth. And Soccer Mom Madam starring Jana Kramer. From the crime scene to the movie screen, Summer of Secrets starts Memorial Day at 8, only on Lifetime.
Some cars are comfy on the inside, but don't have power on the outside. And some cars have the horsepower, but none of the comfort. I used to think there weren't any cars that were the total package. But that all changed when I got my Honda SUV. It's rugged and sophisticated. And right now, Honda has deals on the entire Honda SUV lineup. CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, you name it. So if you're looking for a car that's the total package, the only place you'll find it is at your local Honda dealer. Hurry before they're all gone.
This is the 911 Calls Podcast with the operator and his senior assistant, Jack Luna.
Okay, you got to get here. My son just shot his wife.
Okay. Is she dead?
Hey, Luna.
Hey, operator.
Hey, have you ever heard of somebody being afraid that their food will touch each other on their dinner plate, like the foods touch the other foods?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm one of those people. Definitely worked with a lot of kids who would not want it all mixed in.
Yeah.
Normal thing.
Yeah, yes, it is a normal thing. Did you know that there's actually a fear of the food touching the plate?
Like it's documented, like they have a name for it. No, I didn't know that.
And it seems kind of odd, right? Because what else is the food going to do except for touch the plate? But that's phobias for you, right? It's like they're not. What's the word? Not always logical.
Right.
Yeah. So that fear is called brumotactylophobia.
The fear of things not working out logically, or the fear of the food?
The fear of the food touching the actual plate. So any food is using gravity to sit on the plate. It's the fear of that is called brumotactylophobia.
All right.
Crazy, huh?
I didn't know that.
Have you ever heard of athlemophobia?
No. Oh, man. We just finished doing the uncut version and talked about so many inflammatory things. I was going to say, is that similar to homophobia? Flaming?
No.
So I said it anyways. No, I haven't heard of it.
Not athlemophobia, athlemophobia, like athletics, like ATHLE, athlemophobia. So breaking the word down, if it's athlemophobia, it actually is the fear of sports.
Really?
Yeah. Like you could be scared. Oftentimes it's a fear of playing sports and being injured, but it's also a fear of
like the social aspect of it. I know, like when I was in gym class, a lot of people would fake injuries and be sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah.
You're like, they just don't like to run or something like that. But I think what it was, looking back on it now and having kids and a girl who was like that, I think what it was that they didn't want to fail in a group sport. They thought that they weren't capable enough.
Yes, and all that would be bucketed under athlemophobia. My brother-in-law, bless his heart, had this unrealistic fear, which actually ended up happening to my dad. Oddly enough, he had a fear that when he was in a swimming pool, that sometime he would push off from the wall, but his toe would get stuck in like the vent or a nozzle or something, and it would wreck his toe. My dad actually had that happen on a business trip. He had this huge, couple day long session. Yeah, huge toe. It's a couple day long business thing. And then he just went down to the Holiday Inn pool and was relaxing. And he's like, And then he pushes off from the thing, gets his toe stuck in the grate. And it like his body moves forward, but his toe's like, I think part of me is going to stay behind. Oh.
Now I have a fear of that. Thanks for sharing that story.
All that's athlemophobia. So here's where, okay. So if that is the fear of sports, then what do you think soccerophobia is?
I don't know.
Sounds like
talking about
fear of soccer.
Fear of playing soccer, sure.
Yeah. No. It's actually the fear of one's own in-laws.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, man, they got phobias for everything.
They do. They do. They really do. Yeah, soccerophobia is the fear of one's own family by marriage.
We all got that.
Right.
But like an intense fear, like a really, like you will not go and meet them. Okay.
Unreasonable. On today's call, we're going to learn about a married couple named John and Nancy Kovac. They lived in a town called Comstock Township, Michigan, which also, do you know what a township is? Why do we call some towns townships?
I don't know.
I'll tell you, a township in the U.S. is most often it's a division of a population of people, which is governed by a local government. So that a group of people living in a town, they form their own like micro government, but that government is typically subordinate to a county. So the county is still bigger than a township in most cases, but the township has like its own, like its own board of, city board or whatever, people that do stuff for the township. And you've seen this on shows, where like unions, there's some guy who's over a certain township and whatnot. So most of these places, they're too small to be considered like urban, but they act as a boundary for census work, which is often how budgets and political lines are drawn throughout the United States. Mm-hmm. In Canada, you guys are more like gangs. Like you actually have East Side townships and West Side townships. I don't know if you know this, but East Side of Canada, a township or a canton in French Canada is simply a census subdivision and doesn't have any administrative responsibility. So there's like no like small township government or anything like that.
I just the French there because the Maple Leafs are playing the Montreal Canadiens, so I'm pretty anti-French at the moment. There's a lot of infighting going on right now, but normally I'm okay with the Québécois.
Yeah, until they but if they lose, I think we burn their city down.
I'm up for it. It's been a bit of a pain in the ass for a while.
Let's talk about it offline. I guess, okay, also, there's also Prince Edward Island.
Oh, yeah.
Right, them. But they call their townships lots, like LOTS, like lots. But that's just like them, always trying to make themselves sound cool, so different. Friggin' Spud Islanders.
PEI is notoriously cool.
Yeah. Just kidding. Shout out to the PEI.
Yeah, with your potatoes and your red sand.
Exactly. They actually have a really cool potato museum in the PEI.
I don't know if I call it cool, but it's what they have available to put in the museum.
Look, when you spend your anniversary in a potato, things cool, like the PEI's Potato Museum, that might just make it on the bucket list.
Yeah. You have an eye for potatoes now.
Yeah. Good job. I like that one.
That sucked.
In the west of Canada, though, townships are geographical sections made up, get this, they're made up in 36 square mile sections. Why all of a sudden in Canada, where you guys do everything by kilometers, are your townships broken up in 36 mile sections?
I don't know.
It's so weird.
It's still strong there.
I guess.
We still do inches. I mean, if I'm talking about, genitalia size, we're probably going inches.
I'd go centimeters. Sounds bigger.
You would. You should.
I have to. But I digress. But just in case you're wondering, 36 square mile sections converts to 93 kilometers if you're speaking the Queen's length. So... man.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough about townships. Back to John and Nancy. John and Nancy, they did what any normal couples do. They had kids through sex. they ate hot dogs, and they had disagreements on hot dog preparation. It was during one of these heated dog moments when things started boiling over and a foot-long argument ensued, and John got frank with Nancy regarding her cooking methods, and things Vienna out of control, and she mustered Frankfurt his feelings because things took a turn for the bratwurst.
Wow. You didn't leave a whole lot left there for me, man. I can't see anything. You're a wiener? I don't know. That is something else, man.
That was a lot.
Frankfurt his feelings, that's a good one, man.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah. Throat full of your knees.
You ready for me to hit play?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Kansas County 911 those.
I'm at 6969 East Main. My son just shot his wife 2 houses to the south of me.
He shot his wife?
That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, and 2 houses to the east. How do you know this?
My sons were just here. What's the matter, son? No. What's the matter, son? What's the matter?
Right, what is your name, sir?
Sick of being called lousy father? Sick of being called lousy father? Okay, you got to get here. My son just shot his wife.
Okay. Is she dead?
6969 East Main. My son's here right now.
Okay, what house is his wife at?
2 houses east.
Okay, do you know the address?
No, I do not. No.
All right. Sherman, your name is Sherman, right?
Yes.
69 East Main. Sherman Kovac?
Yes.
Okay. And you're calling from 344?
I had 6969 East Main.
Sir, I got people en route, okay? I got help on the way, okay? Now I need to get some information from you, sir. Okay? What is your son's name? What is your son's name, sir?
John Kovac. No.
What is the first name?
No, you're not.
What's his first name?
John, John.
And how old is he?
He's 40.
Does he still have the weapon with him?
I do not know that. He doesn't have it on him. I can see him. He doesn't.
Okay.
I have no gun.
Are you on tax 6 with him?
What you asking me?
Sir, just stay on the line with me, sir. I need you to stay on the line. Don't hang up. Stay on the line.
Get your butt over here. Now. That's what you doing. Okay, Brad.
All right, I'm still with you. What is he wearing?
He's wearing a black T-shirt with camo shorts.
White male or black male?
White male.
Black T-shirt, camo shirt, shorts.
What's that?
I'm just repeating it.
69 East Main. Where's the victim?
Hey, Brad, come here. I made her parents happy. They hated her. Can you get here?
Sir, I have several units en route. Okay, you got to bear with me. I just need to get some information from you. Hey, where's John?
69 East Main.
Sir, I know where you're at. 6969 East Main. I know that.
Where's my boy?
Is he inside or outside?
Inside. He does not have a gun.
Okay, is he being violent towards you?
No.
I need your hands. Are you getting the feel this was an accidental? Or got any kind of play on that? Okay, we're going to be rolling up.
Was this an accidental?
I don't know if it's accidental or not.
Is that him in the background?
What are you asking me?
Is that him crying in the background?
Yes.
Okay.
being tormented every night. I know, but you wish you would have come to me, son. I wish you would have come to me.
Can you ask her if she's dead?
Can I ask him? You'll have to figure that out.
You can't ask him
I'm
that?
in enough trauma.
Okay, sir. I understand that.
Thank you.
Okay, where's he at now?
I got him in my arms.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Oh boy, so much to unpack.
Yeah. Yeah, 6969. That's easy to remember. And at one point, the son's like, I just wanted to be an old man down by the river. Like, sound like Chris Farley in the background.
In the background, yeah.
And his dad is such a bro, man. Like, he kept on, you're going to have to ask him. I don't know. But the kids in the background.
That was
man.
a heartbreaker right there. Okay. We'll get into this. But yet, on what you were saying about the dad is, we've heard parents before when they make the call and they're like ultra protective of their kids, right? And they're like sort of dismissive of any questions that are coming their way. I felt like he had a good balance. Like, he knew his kid did this and was going to have to be accountable for it, but at the same time was like objective with the dispatcher. Like, I don't know if he's dead, and I'm not going to ask the crazy guy right now. You're going to have to, you go there. Yeah,
I'm not going to implicate him. And then when he's talking to him, he's like, "You should have came to me, son." Like that's
father right there.
Indicative.
That's terrible. So okay, just prior to the shooting, according to their 10-year-old son Jason, who actually had to stand as a witness, an inebriated John was in his room listening to some tunes while an inebriated Nancy and their two sons watched TV in the other room. So drunk John comes out and asks drunk Nancy to make him some hot dogs. See, now you see how I see the connection full circle with the hot dog comments and all the things that I did before.
I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, good job. Way to
journalistic
go. Pat yourself on the back while these kids cry in the background.
Okay, I will. Jason, the 10-year-old, and Nancy, drunk Nancy, went to the kitchen and started boiling some hot dogs. John came in and started calling her names and criticizing the method she was using to culinate his meat tubes. During the argument, Nancy asked John for their debit card and the keys to their vehicle. Remember, this is all coming from Jason, the 10-year-old. So John throws the keys at Nancy's head, and she ducks to avoid them. And then John threatens to get a divorce, and she says, "No, you're not." It was then that John grabbed Nancy's hair with both hands and said, "I'm getting a lawyer! I'm getting a lawyer!" Jeez. So Jason said he then heard John hit Nancy, and then John retreated to his bedroom where previously he was listening to tunes.
All right.
It's not specified as to what tunes he was listening to. I'm going somewhere between maybe like Nickelback and Third Eye Blind.
Yeah, I got Ground Control to Major Tom going through my mind.
He was drunk, so maybe it was a little more thought-provoking. Maybe Pink Floyd The Wall. Mm-hmm. Not sure.
Real quick, you know that Pink Floyd The Wall was named The Wall because the lead guy for Pink Floyd wanted to build a wall between him and the audience and society and all that stuff.
Really?
Initially.
That's
apparently he was a dick, but go ahead.
Yeah, Roger Waters.
That's him.
Yeah,
he was very antisocial.
Yeah,
and
the movie.
The Wall.
Have you ever seen the movie, The Wall?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Weird. Doing
a lot of drugs, I guess. I didn't understand it. But what I learned later was that the wall initially, yes, the wall, that weird societal wall between like the haves and the have-nots type thing. But in his mind, it was like, I got to build a wall between myself and this audience because I can't stand them.
Wow. That's it's not really something you want to say if you want to keep
exactly
making money off them.
Yeah.
Or what? Or what? How was it? Currying favor. Anyway, so okay. Despite Jason, the 10-year-old, warning his mom, "Don't follow Dad into the room," she went into the bedroom, slamming the door. Moments later, Jason heard glass shatter, and John came out of the bedroom and told Jason to go to his parents' house with his brother just down the street. He said, "I just shot your mom." They go to John's parents' house. The call was placed after John shot Nancy once in the head with the .45 caliber handgun. On the call, there's so much going on that call, but you can hear John in the background saying some interesting things. One thing he said was, "I did her parents a favor. They hated her," which it might be a bit telling as to the family dynamic amongst all parties. Like, most of the time, if you don't hate your child, but he's saying, "I did her parents a favor because they hated her," which that seems like I don't know if that really doesn't excuse you shooting your wife, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Hey, Ground Control of the Major Tom, was that David Bowie, or did he do it? Did he do it on a Pink Floyd song?
No, it was David Bowie.
Oh, okay. Why did we start talking about Pink Floyd there?
Because I said thought-provoking music, and then I said,
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, back to this woman getting murdered in front of her kids.
I lost you there for a minute. Huh? You're like, I got to figure out where this
got
song
a bigger
comes
fish
from.
to fry.
I mean, bless your heart, Nancy, but who wrote Ground Control to Major Tom?
This is about me.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
Here's where the heartbreak really starts coming in. In the background, you can clearly hear the sobs of the children,
right,
who are still reeling from what just happened. So, Luna, I can't relate with the history of those kids in that home, how they must have been feeling. Actually, I remember only one time when I heard my parents fight. By the time I made it downstairs, my mom was in the car backing out of the driveway. I remember I was 9, and it felt like the bottom dropped out of my life. I asked my dad if she was coming back, and he said yes. But, in his dad mind, he's got all the context that this was just an argument and all that, right? But to me, that yes, didn't answer much.
Sure.
It definitely didn't help the feeling that I had. So my siblings and I spent the next 2 hours cleaning the house for her to come home to when she came back. She came back and everything was fine.
Yeah.
And I know that is sort of like comparing apples to buses, but I recall the feeling that I was somehow at fault for her leaving. Although, I was miles away from the issue at hand and not even present when it all went downstairs.
Sure.
I still felt like I did something to cause it.
As a kid, you would.
Yeah.
As a kid,
have you? I don't want to dig, but have you?
No.
Did you ever feel
absolutely.
that way? Yeah.
Sure. No, I didn't feel that way. I just felt like I wanted everything to be okay. But part of I'm trying to kind of move on from all that kind of chatter and talk, and I appreciate what you're saying there. I think I've said enough in the past. Yeah. I'm really trying to move on from all that stuff. I will say that I've definitely been in those situations, and for me, what it was like was I just wanted everything to be okay. I can't relate to the type who feels like it was their fault, because I never did, because I knew it wasn't. It was pretty clear that it wasn't mine.
That's a healthy way of looking at it.
The thought might have been like, what can I do? What
right.
can I do to fix this as a little kid? But you can't. You can't as a little kid.
You can't.
It's not your fault, obviously.
Hence me and my siblings cleaning the house like that was going to,
Right. Yeah, trying to make things a little bit easier for them, for sure.
Yeah.
I do recall one time coming in, my mom was crying and her mother had died, and I remember clearly thinking, leave mom alone. I remember thinking, like, just let her. And that was very young. And it's something I kind of took with me through my whole life. When somebody is obviously shattered, when somebody is completely lost, not to try to fix it. And I knew that from a very young age, because when you try to fix it, you're making it about you, and you're becoming an annoyance to that person. And I knew that. at like 4 or 5 years old, if I tried to make this about me, hey, Mom, look at me, I'm happy, you be happy like me, that was going to be a selfish act. I knew that.
Yeah. I believe that there's wisdom in how we manage sorrow, both privately, individually, and how we manage other people's sorrow. A wise person is cautious. A wise person is compassionate, but not, like you said, not overbearing, not dominant, not stealing the emotion. Sometimes it's the hardest thing to let sorrow play out, which is what you were doing.
It's what you need to do. I knew that that's when I see a chaotic situation and other people are trying to intervene and argue amongst themselves, and then the arguments turn into mini arguments, sub-arguments within the larger argument. I know that it just needs to play out, that it just needs to, everybody shut up.
Yeah.
And if that person who's had this happen to them, or this person has done something and they're going through the fallout from it, just like kind of the father is being here on the call where he's like, okay, I know, son, you should have come to me. Stroking his head. I picture holding, he's in my arms right now. There's nothing you can do. It's already been done. So just don't make it worse.
And he was doing a great job. He was wise.
So was the operator, by the way.
Yes.
The operator was solid, in my opinion.
The unhealthy approach would have been, which he probably had all the qualification and the knowledge and context to do so, would have been like him immediately going after his son about how he
Why'd
was
you
drunk.
do this?
Yeah, he was drunk 2 days before, and this never happened if you had, but he didn't.
Right. And the why you do this thing, why would you do this to us type of thing is exasperating. It's making it worse, right? You need to be like, it's over, it's done, and now let's figure this out. Just how he's talking to the operator too. Like, you're going to have to talk to him about that when the time comes. The justice system will talk to him about that when the time comes. You're not going to get me on wax ratting out my son for something I'm not entirely certain about.
Exactly. That's the mean streets of Winnipeg coming out in you, Jack. I didn't even translate it that way, but now that you said it, it's like, oh.
Winnipeg.
I don't know where you're
from. I'm from Ontario.
Okay.
Yeah,
mean streets. Sure. There. So after a little bit of time, the phone was actually handed off to John himself. Let's listen to how that went. You ready for me to hit play?
I'm ready.
Okay. Oh, really quick. Hey, what do you get if you have the word play, P-L-A-Y, but God. Take away the L?
Lay?
You take away the L.
Pay.
Okay. And who is currently first in the AFC East?
Football's not happening right now, man. I'm a hockey head right now. Let's go Leafs. GLG.
Okay, but like historically, who ended the last season first in the AFC East?
I forget. I'm sorry. I'm going to let you down on this one.
The Bills did, okay?
The Bills did? Oh, that's why I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm an anti-Bills guy, just like I'm anti-Canada. I grew up above the Bills, and as soon as the Bills started winning, I was like, I don't want to hear all these assholes talk about how great they've been when they've been shit forever. Yeah, no, that's why I didn't know.
Okay. Well, I had to Google all this to make this part happen, so just roll with me. So, okay. If someone had to play the Bills, but they took the L, which means they lost in foosball language, what would they have to do? So they play the Bills, but they took the L.
Yeah.
What do you got?
They got to pay the bills.
Oh,
they got to pay the bills.
How about that? So guess what we're going to do right now?
That was amazing, man.
Thank you. I know, without a doubt, that I have made many of you sad, as you have found me playing the same games on your phone, and we have played each other, and I have proceeded to beat you soundly. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm just so good at games. It's one of my me time things, which my wife would say my me time is all day long, but I think she's just jealous because I beat her in games all the time, too. Well, a little while ago, I found a game that I am in love with. It's a hidden object murder mystery game called June's Journey. This game is so beautifully done, and the music and effects lull me right into the gameplay like I'm right there in the roaring 20s trying to solve a murder. You remember watching cartoons as a kid and there was always some object sitting near the characters that just like stuck out from the rest of the scene, and then that object always seemed to be the thing that the characters interacted with? Like, yeah, Scooby, I see what you're doing. I see that you're going to pick up that shovel that looks pasted into the scene. Well, June's Journey is like the Picasso of games. All of the hidden objects that I have to find are brilliantly painted right into the scene. I scan, I pinch to zoom, I scan some more, searching each scene for all the clues. You see, in the game, I play the character June Parker. Fitting, since my mother said I would have been named June if I had been born a girl in the month of June. But no, I was born in September and they named me the operator. So now I must fulfill my dreams of being a June baby in this game. But anyway, as June Parker, I am blossoming amateur detective investigating the mysterious death of my sister at her giant mansion. I spend time talking to the people at the mansion to gather some information, and then I look around for clues. June's Journey literally keeps my memory sharp and keeps me excited to come back to it after I have finished all the, quote, everybody else time things in my day. June's Journey has over 30 million downloads, and I even connected it to my friends on Facebook so I could keep track of how I was doing. Yeah, that's right, Junie and Becky. I see your high scores, and I'm coming for you. So download June's Journey free today on the Apple App Store or Google Play. You'll be finding hidden objects before you know it. And who knows, maybe you'll find me there too, like way up the leaderboard. Hugs.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Starting Memorial Day, Lifetime kicks off Summer of Secrets, featuring all new ripped from the headlines movies. Secrets of a Gold Digger Killer starring Julie Benz, Gone Mom, The Disappearance of Jennifer Dulos starring Annabeth Gish, Left for Dead, The Ashley Reeves Story starring Jenny Garth, and Soccer Mom Madam starring Jana Kramer. From the crime scene to the movie screen, Summer of Secrets starts Memorial Day at 8, only on Lifetime.
All right.
Wow.
Here is the call. Here we go.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm unarmed. I'm at my mom and dad.
John? Is this John? Okay,
Yes,
John.
I just shot my wife.
Okay, was this deliberate, John, or did you accidentally shoot her?
I don't know.
Okay.
She screamed at me. She
Okay.
screamed at my kids over boiled hot
I'm on the
sauce,
phone with him
and-
right now.
Excuse me?
Once, John, I got heavy. Hold on a second. Don't hang up, please.
Yes. I'm unarmed. My kids are present. I will come out. I don't care. You there?
Yes, I'm here.
I can't
Okay,
handle this.
I need you.
Verbal abuse.
Listen, hey, John, I need you to walk outside with your hands in the air.
Not a problem, Mom.
Okay, give the phone to your dad and walk outside. Give the phone to your dad and walk outside with your hands in the air, slowly.
Not
Okay.
a problem. Not a problem. Take the phone, Dad. Take the phone. They want you outside. Keep your hands off me, Dad.
Are you heading out, John? You're heading.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Is he, hello? Hello?
What's that?
Hello, Mr. Kovac?
Yes.
Yes, is he heading outside now, sir?
The cops have got him.
Okay, sir. All right.
I can't hear you.
I know, sir. I know. Hang on one second. All right, Mr. Kovac, I'm going to hang up with you, okay? Please stay in the house, and the officers are going to come talk to you here shortly, okay?
Thank you.
All right, sir. Good luck. Bye-bye.
Oh, my goodness.
Ground control.
Seriously, those kids are killing me. That was. I mean, I just can't imagine. I can't imagine knowing what just happened, and then within an instant, your other parent is taken away.
I heard the kids in the first call. I believe I can't quote it, but it was along the lines of like, why?
Yeah,
like why'd you do this to mom?
That? Yeah. Well, and Jason, the 10-year-old, was even warning, like, he was involved enough with the scenario that he's warning his mom. He's like, don't go in the room. Don't go in there right now. Mm-hmm. Oh, geez, just kill me. That is just
the kids, man. There's not much to say about that. Go ahead.
Well, during his trial, John's son testified as a witness. He asked if his answer. He actually asked this. He asked, "Will my answers put my dad in jail?" To which the reply came from the prosecutor, "No, Jason, your dad did that to himself."
Right, which is a passive yes.
Yeah, passive yes. Boy. Whoosh. So Jason Kovac was sentenced to 18 to 30 years for second-degree murder and an additional 2 years for felony weapons charges. So he'll serve at least 20 for what he did. His sons are being raised by Nancy's parents, and it should be said that Nancy, prior to the murder, posted online that she was, quote, proudly married to her best friend, unquote. After the trial, a close friend of Nancy's stated, Nancy's best friend shot her in the head and killed her.
End quote.
End quote.
That's a nice quote. Serving the same amount of time as our boy Jason Vukovic out there in Alaska.
Yeah. Just so sad. This also brought up something else in the town. That there was resources for drug and addiction, as far as court resources and legal resources. But at the time that this happened, there weren't resources really for managing cases having to do with domestic violence. So since then, there's been changes made, which I hate to say it, but oftentimes change follows catastrophe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So often. What year did this happen again?
2013.
Put you on this 20 years ago. Okay.
2013.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's not that long ago for them not to have that kind of stuff in place yet.
Yeah. Well, when you're a little tiny town and everybody's operating and functioning, sometimes you're like, oh, crap. Guess we should.
Right? Nobody ran anybody over with the combine? Oh, we don't know what to do here.
Weird. Oh, man. It's crazy.
Crazy world.
Anyway, hey, how about a happy ending?
Oh, sure.
Okay, let me ask you this question really quick. What are your thoughts, realistically? Like, what are your pragmatic thoughts on...
like, as opposed to what?
Unrealistically.
Okay.
What are your thoughts when it comes to peeing in a pool?
Hate it.
Hate it.
Not okay with it at all.
Do you do it?
I've done it. I've done it in like a lake.
Okay.
But in a pool, I've always known that everyone's going to be swimming in my piss. Don't do it. So my thoughts are that it's gross.
Okay. Privately, I can tell you that the world is divided on this thing. That
they think that it gets killed by the chlorine and all that?
Technically it does because of science, but also just because it kills it doesn't mean that we should do it, right?
Can I give you a saying right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Dilution is the solution to pollution.
I don't know what that means.
Well, just having a lot of water and you piss into it doesn't matter because, There's so much dilution there that you're polluting it, and it doesn't even matter. But
does it
that's
affect?
A water treatment saying from my girl who works in a water treatment plant. You just dilute the hell out of everything, and that's the solution.
We should have her on the show sometime to talk about.
She'll never come.
Treatment.
She doesn't even listen to the podcast.
Yeah, neither does my wife. So probably better.
Yeah, I think so.
I love you, wiferator.
I hate you, Mrs. Luna. Ruined my life with these stupid kids.
You can't even make hot dogs. Moral to that story, don't ever shoot your wife. Also, don't ever boil hot dogs. What's up with that?
Right.
No, I'm just kidding. It is one method, one culinary method.
It's a method. If you're like, that's a lot of work for something that can be easily done on the stove or in a microwave or on a barbecue anywhere else. It's done better.
Yeah.
I never understood boiling hot dogs. I used to work with a woman. Oh God, we used to call her hot dog water because she smelled like it.
Oh gosh.
HDW, shout out.
I could just taste her just then. I could taste her when you said that.
I never did.
Good. Yeah, one time I was a missionary and this guy invited us over to his house for dinner. And we were creeped out. Like, we kind of felt like he was grooming us for, like maybe a
sexual molestation,
like a stay in his basement or something. Yeah, so It was a little creepy. But we went there, and he was like, "You guys like hamburgers?" I was like, "Yeah, I love hamburgers." He's like, "All right, we're having hamburgers." I'm like, "Sweet."
He takes his pants off and sticks his butt in your face. Get to work, boy.
I don't know what's worse, whether that would have been worse than what actually happened was he boiled hamburger.
Oh, God. I just don't get it.
I don't understand. Like, he
like
would
frozen patties?
No. He would like wad up the circle of meat, the ball of meat, not even smush it into a patty necessarily, and then boiled it. So we're eating it's sort of like eating like like a tennis ball of gray slimy meat inside of two buns.
It's overcooked and undercooked at the same time.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was also, I never thought that I could not like hamburger, but that is one preparation method that I do not advise. 1 star, would not recommend.
I'm not even going to try it for fun.
So bad. Anyway, so I have a question for you then. So you're against peeing in a pool. What about what about penis in the pool?
You can't help that. What are you talking about?
Probably
just dicks in the pool, and what are you going to do about it? Mine's in too.
Yeah, but they should probably stay covered, right?
Oh, you mean just open penis in the pool?
Yeah. Free floating.
Kind of against that. Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Well, let's listen to this call.
Okay.
You ready for me to hit play?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm talking about like hamburger getting boiled in a pool. We recently did a hot tub episode with some homeless dude who hung out forever. I still don't understand that. But yeah, here we go.
Here we go.
911 emergency.
This is something you got to see. This is unbelievable.
And what's the problem there?
I got a man in the pool. He's got his private stuck in the pump line.
What?
You're kidding me. I'm telling you, honest to God, something you really got to see to believe.
North Florida?
Yes, ma'am.
245. You gotta stop laughing, Gary.
Yeah, this is something you just don't see every day.
And he's in the pool?
He's in the pool. He said he's been in there for 3 hours. It's got to be shriveled up like hell. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's doing this. Okay, are you security there?
Yeah, but I'm the night clerk here.
You're the night clerk. You can't keep
Okay. I don't have any news on this. Even if I did, I'm not quite sure I would say it. But apparently, yeah, so he got his member stuck in the pump line, they said. My thought was this is like, I know, like, I just thought there was like that, that like floppy gate opening on the pool that's like always like glurk. I thought that's where the water always went to be filtered. I didn't know that there was something sucking the water out of the pool.
That just takes overflow, that gagurk, I think.
Oh, okay. Because I haven't found that jet on the pool, the sucking jet. I've never found that one. I've found a lot of blowing jets, like the ones that like you get too close and you got an enema.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, I'm only familiar with the blowing jets.
Let's keep it that way. We will just focus on the blowing jets. There's a lot of fun to be had with just the blowing jets.
I never laughed so hard during a happy ending, man. Those two were killing me.
They were killing
Genuine
me.
laughter, man.
Yeah.
That's the best. Unexpected laughter. Leroy Luna from Excuse Me, That's Illegal.
Yeah.
This is the type of thing that he would cover.
He would.
I think he covered it. Yeah.
He could cover that. I mean, that call was 8 seconds long, but he could make it into an hour.
He could.
Golly.
A guy was banging a whole bunch of floatables and pools and stuff. And then he showed me the picture. I'm like, why are you taking a selfie there, Leroy? It looked just like Leroy and me mixed on meth. Oh, man. Excuse Me, That's Illegal. Shout out.
Yeah, check him out.
Podcast by Leroy Luna, my brother. No, that was something else. Do you have any other information on that?
No, I just have imagination on that. One thing is I have to give him credit because, I think it takes some defined membership down there in order for something to actually pick it up and then keep it for a while. So props to him, probably. Hopefully he got it all back. This was an equal exchange of time spent. But no,
you ever considered using a vacuum cleaner for masturbation when you were younger?
No. Partially.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I mean, I considered it, but I didn't do it.
Yeah. I think part of the reason I didn't was I'm not a psychopath.
Oh, really? I think it's
it's definitely
made.
in that realm of curiosity. I could see that, like kids, doing stuff like that.
If you're a parent who has, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-olds, check the attachment piece for gum.
Okay. Actually, so let's talk this through really quick.
Sure.
When you're vacuuming and you're using the suction hose, and you get something stuck in the suction hose, the vacuum goes right,
Yeah.
But the actual sucking part of it is diminished because it can't. There's no flow. There's no airflow, right? So well, just like get it stuck on your cheek or your stomach or something else.
Don't you think the top part would still be getting some action? They'd be flopping around with the it's the tension. It's trying. I'm
sure. You know what would probably be the most effective in that is the mental picture that you're getting that you're doing something that's a no-no.
So you think you're in there and you're just kind of like feeling just air flowing around you a little bit?
Well,
it's not.
You would be present in the vacuum, but the actual thing that typically stimulates would be, something moving past.
People listening are like, it sounds like Jack knows exactly what's going on.
And that the operator doesn't even own a vacuum.
Yeah. And all the people who've done it are like, the operator has no idea. And all the people who haven't done it are like, Jack's an idiot.
Just remember, like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments how you've made out with a vacuum before. Thank you. Oh, man. Hey, let's give a shout out to Patreon as an app. No, we're not going to do that because
don't do that.
It's got a lot to work on. But
desired.
We are on Patreon. We covered, an hour and 20 minutes before this. We talked about a bunch of stuff that we cut out of the public one. We have a whole lot going on over there and more all the time. Here's an announcement. Jack, I'm going to make an announcement. We're going to open the store again on June 1st.
Okay. June 1st. Are you out of your mind?
Yes.
Like you're doing it right away?
Yeah, I'm not even prepared.
You ready?
Yeah, no. But we're going to. We're going to.
Okay.
I'm excited. My wife is actually behind it, supporting it, and that is after taking a literal beating from the store in December and January. I tried to lay off of her during those times. I knew she was, having a time, so.
Right.
But yeah, June 1st, we're opening the store again. So if you're on Patreon, you get
Tier 13.
Tier 13 gets the free store, right?
2 free items for everybody on Tier 13.
Yeah, so if you're on Tier 13, when the store opens, you get the free store. That's 2 free items in your cart. It automatically does it as magic. So you could have 10 items in your cart, and it makes 2 of those free. After that purchase, if you want to make more purchases, like you're just willy-nilly buying things on multiple days and occasions, everything after that, you get 50% off. No, I'm sorry. You get 25% off. You get 25% off, just as well as the $5 best tier on Patreon gets $5 off. I'm sorry, 25%. Holy cow.
Oh, just to make this clear.
Gets a 25% off their whole purchase. So come for the website development skills that I've got. Stay for the products and discounts.
Yeah. So right now, if you come to Tier 13, you will get full Dark Topic. I put 25% of the Dark Topic episodes publicly, and then the other 75% are just there. The operator is coming with, what's it called again?
Big Blue Mystery Planet. Yeah.
Right. And then you get your free 2 items for June. We're going to talk about the future of the store at a later date, but this is happening right now. And then if you just come and join Patreon at the $5 tier, you get early releases of everything. You get the uncut version where the foreskin gets sucked into the vacuum cleaner and into the bag. And you get to open that bag and enjoy all the little bits of meat and stuff that are in there, the mince pieces. And you also get Brutal once a month, which is a podcast between myself and True Crime Kent Chungus. What else do you get there? Dark Calls.
Dark Calls, which actually is why we have to wrap this one up, because you and I have a dark call to record, and then I have to get both of these out today. So
yes, we'll wrap this up. I want to say one more thing too. I've started doing it for everybody on Patreon. I've started doing freestyle scary, where I do a scary story just off the top of my head. I've done 2 so far. I made one public, the other one's exclusive to Patreon. I'm going to try to do those twice a month, where I just have an idea for a scary story and I tell it in a freestyle form on video.
You think that I'm gratuitously complimentary to Jack on the podcast. You should have heard me after I heard the first one. I was literally blown away. I forgot at one point while I'm listening to it that it was just a story, not like real. Like, not a real thing that happened. But if
you wait for a second, I'll play your reaction to it, which I played for my girl too.
Play my reaction.
Which was so complimentary, man. It was making my cheeks flush, above and below. Whoa. One sec here. You and I and Kent talk so much that I got to keep going back here. I just got to see when your face looks so happy. Here it is.
Okay.
Dude, that was nuts. That was so. I still got chills. I've still got chills. That was nuts. That was so good. I don't even know what to do with myself. That was so good, dude. Seriously. Wow.
All right, so that wasn't you. That was a friend of yours.
Yeah, just a friend. Whenever we're on Marco, I say, hey, guy, you do this. He's my assistant. And I'm like, the accent doesn't translate well on Marco Polo, which is the video chat app we use. So I have the assistant. His name's Cerny Banders. I have him do it. And he does a good job translating for me.
But you were blown away. You don't got to play that if you don't want to.
Yeah, I'm playing that.
I forgot. Okay.
I totally am playing that.
The first one was good. The second one was exactly the same as the first one, and fair enough. I die in every episode, but I'm going to fix them in the future. And we have a lot of fun over there on Patreon.
We do.
So thanks to all of them, and I'm excited to hear the stores opening up, man. That's really exciting.
Me too. I'm wondering how I'm going to do it. But I've got 7 days to figure it out. So woohoo, let's go. Oh, one more thing. When you go to the store, and this will be apparent on the website, but when you go to the store and you purchase, so the whole month of June, any purchases that are made will be pre-purchases, so pre-orders. So you'll be ordering your stuff, and then we produce it all in the month of July. That helps us to gauge. We're still small. We're a mom and pop shop when it comes to the merch, so that helps us know how much we need to buy of shirt blanks and all the things, because we make it all in our garage, in our shop. So that helps us. We know then how much of everything to buy so that we're not like running willy-nilly and running out of stuff. So everything that gets ordered, you can guarantee you're going to get it.
Perfect.
All right. Well,
Okay,
that's
buddy.
all I got
That's
for
good.
this one. Love you, Jack.
Love you too.
Hugs, everybody.
Hello, it's me, Karen. The operator told me that as long as I don't transmit any viruses to your earballs, that I could do the thingy here at the end of the episode. The operator would never tell you this himself, but he is so amazing. He is the smartest, and the funniest, and the best at jibber jabber and not swearing. Jack is also funny, in more like a drunk uncle sort of way. Anyway, thank you for listening. We love you all. Insert something about Patreon. Insert something about social media. Insert some hugging. And a heart emoji. Ending. Recording.
At Capella University, education is as smart as the world around us. With the FlexPath format, you can take classes at your own pace, set your own deadlines, and even leverage your previous experience to move faster. Now that's smart. Learn more at capella.edu.
Starting Memorial Day, Lifetime kicks off Summer of Secrets, featuring all new ripped from the headlines movies. Secrets of a Gold Digger Killer starring Julie Benz, Gone Mom, The Disappearance of Jennifer Dulos starring Annabeth Gish, Left for Dead, The Ashley Reeves Story starring Jenny Garth, and Soccer Mom Madam starring Jana Kramer. From the crime scene to the movie screen, Summer of Secrets starts Memorial Day at 8, only on Lifetime.